YouTube, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Trust me, y'all. I've been recording shows. They just not having been uploaded. But today I want to bring you. It's been about 6 months, so I'm gonna do a 6 month review on Schneider SFI and my truck. Now, when I say Schneider SFI and the truck, this is my uh opinion. Everybody's opinion is different because I'm not, I'm my own man. Everybody's in different situations. So I would love to start off with the truck, but let's start off with Snyder. I don't have numbers, but I can tell you, 2019, I have made, well, the truck made over 50,000. That's just gross for the truck. Um, with Snyder, I did real good 2019, my first year coming out here driving and getting to understand low board. Now that's also would help, like Taurus Patrick and James E. They really helped me a lot. Let me know how things was, how to look at the low board and stuff like that. You got to you got to have people around you who got the same mindset as you, who will, who got the same thoughts as you. You can't have someone negative in your corner. I can't have a negative Snyder drive beside me doing, hey man, I hate this lease and all that other stuff. Because then that stuff rub off on you, believe it or not. You always have someone complaining, it's going to rub off on you. That's just the nature of the beast. But I think Snyder is good. It's a good fit. The area I live at, Huntsville, is freight, buku freight. I mean, I tell you like this. I don't have to if when I leave my house, I only day ahead about five miles leaving my house. When I come back to my house, I use the day ahead 5 miles back to my house. That's on the day ahead I would have to and from the house. So I always got freight that's going there, always got freight that's leaving there. And when I say leaving, man, it's freight going to Arizona, Michigan, Texas, Oklahoma, Atlanta, North Carolina, Mississippi. It's just so cooking some chicken. Chicken's ready. But it's just so much freight that it could go. Um, so the area I live at, the low board, I think they could do some improvements on the low board. It's some stuff I don't like sometimes, but I learned to live with it. About low board, and I do know, like, a load if you have a load that's in your favorites. Say I have one and the Snyder beside me, he got the same load on his favorites. Well, he might get that load the notification on his Qualcomm or his email first before you. I seen that personally. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. You got a lot of variables with that. That's internet. Your phone, your carrier, everything else like that. But like I said, it's a little bug fix. I think they could do some more improvements on low board, make it a better experience for the driver. Um, Snyder itself, I really don't have no problem. The only, like they say, that they real strict on safety. Lord have mercy. They say that in these damn critical events, if you really, the one that really gets me is the critical events. I try not to get them. But when I first got over here, I was popping those jokers off like they was candy. Uh, but they real strict on safety. I mean, I could deal with it. I mean, you really don't got no choice of doing that. Uh, SFI. I know I'm kind of going through this kind of quick because I mean, I'm just telling you what I think. I like SFI, even though yes, I say this in plenty of videos. These truck payments are high, but if you come over here, you run, you could make the payment. Like literally, even for example, y'all, I know y'all heard that in the last video. I was home for about a week and a half, 2 weeks for Christmas, but I still did a load from Decatur to Atlanta back to Madison, Madison, Alabama. And I did that not every day, but if I didn't do the Decatur, I was doing the Madison. Dropped every single day. The only times I didn't run was Christmas and the day after Christmas. So, I was able to still make a little money so I could at least pay the truck, the bills of the truck. I didn't have to dip in my rainy day fund. But SL5, I like them. One thing about them, if wherever you're going through, I don't know if this just because of the person I got Casey. I don't know if this is the person I got or different, but if they, for one, if they know you run and they know that you ain't out here slacking, they're gonna try wherever they can to help you out. I've been in some, not really big situation, but just little small situation. So when my daughter was born, or how they helped me out. You could call them, hey, look, I need help on this and this and this. They might not push that truck payment back, but they will say, well, let's do a payment arrangement or something. And that payment arrangement too easy. I mean I did two payment arrangements when my daughter was born. And I took off what 2 3 weeks. I did a payment arrangement because I didn't have no money to save, and I was two truck payments behind. But I did a payment arrangement, hurry up, paid that back, and I still brought home a check. That first week I went out, I made 5,200, and my payment range was like 200 300 something like that. But I didn't miss it. You know, uh, if you work, if they know you run and you talk to them, you let them know. Everybody don't like them in your building, but if you let them know, hey, this what happened, whoop whoop, they most likely work with you. Now, if you not there, like one of my partners don't run, don't do nothing, like to sit at home, they might not work with you. They might just tell you, hey, well, your best bet is to turn the truck in. Hey, but try to put yourself in a better predicament. Like going into 2020, uh, my predicament, because I did everything was at the end of the year. I had my baby born. Then you had the holidays coming up. You got gifts. Then I had to take off again for the windshield, so to get the windshield fixed. But you know, it's it's you could do it. You know, I have no problem. I love SFI. I love Schneider. And why I mean that, it works for me. It only been probably like I probably haven't in 2019. I think I haven't had about 3 checks, and that was because of me. That was because one for my daughter, and then the holidays I took off. But going to 2020, you got your maintenance account and you got your rainy day fund. Build that up. Guess what? Next, I can tell you like this: when the holidays roll back around this year, too easy, too easy. I'll be a lot. It'd be a lot better these holidays. But they will work with you. The truck. Of course, I know I got a 2018 Freightliner Cascadia, Tempest Gray, but to me it's royal blue. Uh, I love it. This is actually my first Freightliner. I will tell you, I am none but a Peterbilt and a KW guy. Period. I just don't like pack cars, so that's why I don't got one. I can't stand packed car. But I had this truck since day one. The only issue I had, which is really not an issue, I had to regen one time, and that was when about a month after I got it. It derated. I had to regen, so I regen, and that was it. Other than that, I know my I push my baby hard right here. When I say I push her hard, some of y'all know I push her hard, you know. But I take care of her, you know. I do my maintenance. Still check her out. Just put four brand new tires on the last axle because, like, if you get a truck over here at Schneider and it's above 50%, when you get them, they will not change them out. They will. You will have to pay for them. I didn't have no money to put brand new tires on when I first got this truck, so I said I'll run them. And actually, it ran all the way to December until I know when I do my 90-day inspection this month, those old tires I had back there, one of them would definitely want to pass inspection, but the other ones they be borderline. But why be borderline? You know, you got the rain, you got snow. So the day after Christmas, right there at the house is a McGriff, and I replaced all four tires back there. But truck haven't gave me no problems. I mean, I got a big refrigerator. I got the new wave in here. I got a hot pot. I got a lot of stuff in the truck that's plugged up to the inverter. The inverter is 1,000 watt. Could be a little bit more powerful, but guess what? No problems. Like right now, I got the truck started because I can't have the refrigerator and the new wave, the air fryer working at the same time. But truck is good. Money wise, you gotta think of it. The only way, the only way you will fail over here is you. If you fail, it's because of you. Let me say this again. If you fail over here at Snyder, and this is for your drivers who's coming on, drivers who's already over here. And I'll be the first one to say, if you fail at Snyder, it's because of you. Now, granted, uh, something major happened to the truck. You can't get it fixed. Now I don't want to get it fixed. Okay, I can see that. But the low board. Now, also with that low board, it depends on where you're at because I live in a hot spot. I didn't know that before I came over here. I just knew I seen a lot of Snyders in my area. So I was like, okay, I studied that. I knew of a particular area that Snyder was. I didn't know they had the whole northeast of Alabama locked down. But it depends on where you at. Like I said, I don't really do no dayhead coming home or going out. But it's always freight over here to run. You may not like the mileage. It may run 90 cents. Well, if it run 90 cents, guess what? Otherwise, just to sit there, you can get that 90-cent load, and it's probably only going about 200-300 miles. Reposition yourself, reposition the truck for the better day. Like I just dropped off a load. I know my next load ain't gonna pick up till tomorrow, so I'm down here in Kathleen. But say I dropped off my load, I got a trailer, and ain't nothing coming out of Kathleen. Just hypothetically, ain't nothing coming out of Kathleen. But it's one load that I could go down the street and pick up and take to Atlanta. Well, Atlanta's about what 200 miles or so. I can pick up that load, go to Atlanta, drop. Now I'm repositioning myself to be in a better area to take off, to not take off like off, but take off in the truck where I can make my money. It's some places I don't like going. Well, I tell you the truth, I didn't like going to the Northeast. Only reason I didn't want to go there because of the tolls and the traffic. James E showed me something. He told me how to run up there, and I follow his. And he know I follow his device all the way down. down to the book. He called me, hey man, this load right here, take this load to this. I do it. I trust that man. He's a man of God. Um, I ran the Northeast for 3 weeks. I'm talking when I say Northeast, I'm talking about New York, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. Don't go to Vermont. Vermont is a very boring place. Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, all Pennsylvania. Out of all that, I still made money. And my the tolls. Man, my tolls for the whole month was only like $150. And I made 20 grand that month, which was November. So what hell? 20 grand to the truck. So if I could make that 150, that ain't nothing. Run around New York. Run New York at night. Hey, if you run New York in the middle of the day, it's cheaper. Tolls are cheaper in New York in the middle of the day versus on the busiest time. Everybody got to get their money. Um, what else? The truck, the load board, Schneider, money wise, like I said, I made over 50K to the truck. I really don't know exactly what I brought home. Probably brought home about 30 or 40. No, I probably brought home. Hold up. I can tell y'all right now. I really don't like give y'all numbers because y'all be woo. Everybody want to hear these numbers. Uh-uh. Okay. Look. Oh, I said 50. I'm sorry. I made $68,000. Brought home 48. 6 months. That's pretty good right there. Like I said, I took off. To me, that's real good. Y'all just wait to what I do in 2020. So money is there. Lowe's and Snyder got freight. Man, when I say Snyder got freight, buku's freight. Keep you moving. You know, uh, I'm loving it.